Hey guys, my name is Justin Harden, and this is my new song, Something. I can tell you're hiding. You're not even trying. Always silent every time you're lying. Bruises, bluffing. Oh, I think you're up to something. 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 I think you're up to something.
All right, cool. Today we are here with somebody that I met one time, and this one time was insane. I'm telling you, we were at Noise Lounge. Shout out Noise Lounge. And this individual came on stage. First of all, before we got on stage, super nice, kind, funny, goofy. But this motherfucker touched the stage, literally took over, put a fire into my ass. I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to do this too now? But nah, today we have the one, the only, the magnificent Justin Harden.
Hello, howdy.
What up,
Happy
bro?
to be here, man. This is fun.
Yeah, no, it's been so. It's always like every once in a while that I see you.
Yeah.
It's very
I know,
like, seldom in between.
I ran into you at one point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
like
remember
randomly
one other.
in Seattle, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always. I feel like it's always like that with the music scene too. You just run into a bunch of
Wait,
people.
but you live in Seattle then?
No, I live with my family in Lake Stevens still.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm always driving.
Man, that's a far ass drive, bro.
It is, yeah. A lot of gas, a lot of mileage. My little Ford Fiesta's making it work. Yeah, it's good.
That's crazy. So how did you make all the connections? Was it just because of music, or did you have like these
Meeting people
connections to
at
like?
Yeah, I went to school in Kirkland at Northwest University. It was this little Christian school. I got to play soccer there, which was super fun.
What position?
It was kind of all over the place, honestly.
Oh boy, say what's your go-to position?
Probably like center mid-ish. Like I was a very average player, but it was a good time. So I played there, and then I didn't really like. I don't know. I only started like trying to pursue any sort of like. I don't even career in music. It's mostly just me sharing my stuff.
Yeah. Jamming out.
Probably the last like year or two. But it all like. So right after high school, while I was at Northwest, I joined a band with me and a bunch of my friends, Brandon, Nolan, and Danilo. Actually, Danilo wasn't in the band at that time.
Come on,
but
Danilo.
yeah. Shout out to several other ghosts. That band was a ride. And
That's the name of the band?
Yeah.
Several other
It
ghosts?
was a good time. But yeah, I mean, we just played a bunch for like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years or so. Just playing all over the place. I just played guitar, had a freaking blast. And then through that, met a bunch of just awesome people just playing all over the place. And
one person that I met in particular, freaking Timothy Robert Graham. Hopefully he checks this
Hey,
out.
this boy name dropping.
Yeah,
like,
I know. I got a lot of really awesome people in my life. So.
That's what I'm talking about.
But we hit it off at one of the Several Other Ghosts shows that we played. I think we were opening for him in Everett, and I just made really good friends with him. And then I was like telling him about how I'm like trying to do my own thing at some point, and I have all these songs I've written. And he was very sweet enough to let me open for him for like 3 or 4 local shows. And then I just did my best to make as many friends as I could, and kind of just hasn't stopped for the past like 2 years. It's been really,
awesome,
really,
man.
yeah.
Shout out to homie for
Dude,
real. For
straight
real.
up, yeah. He's a great guy. He's helped me with some stuff on some music that I'll be putting out at some point soon here. So he's great. Love him.
We're going to get to that. We need
Yeah.
to take this back.
Yeah,
Several
yeah.
other ghosts.
Yeah.
So what was that like? What was the actual like genre or the sound that you would say?
Dude,
for
that's a great question. I kind of like recorded. So Brandon Mackey, he's the guy who like wrote a ton of his own stuff, and it was very just like folky, like really pretty stuff. And he got an opportunity to play a show, and he asked me and my friend Nolan, who still drums for me, to play, and we did. And we kind of like, as we played live, we transformed into this like pretty folk band to like this grungy go nuts band. And so our live show sounded a lot different than the stuff we had out at the time, but we like collaboratively all put out a handful of songs. We put out an EP and then a couple of singles that were like more accurate to how we sounded once we kind of, huh?
Is this like it's all still out there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My chest hurts is the first song.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was just secret
That's
promo.
awesome. Yes.
Gotcha.
My chest burp. Yeah. But
That's cool
yeah,
photo.
just played a
that's
bunch of
hard.
stuff. It's a good time.
I like
Yep. Love those guys. They're freaking awesome.
Oh, and that's just 2019 too. So that's not even too far away.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And then so, like what you're doing now, you say your one friend's still doing your drumming for you. What's kind of your setup now? Like, do you have a whole band? Is it just you? Like for the people who have never seen you get
Totally.
to play.
Yeah. So I wrote, I put out an EP in like, I think it was like 2021 of just a few songs that I
Bad
wrote.
Sounds?
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's the one I love.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. I was ready to talk about this, bro.
Yeah, I did. I wrote everything on that, made it in my bedroom, mixed it, the whole thing. And so once I got that out and I was like, guys, I want to play shows. I got some friends that I went to school with at Northwest to help out. And we kind of, we played a bunch of shows, and it's kind of like whenever we play live, it's a lot more high energy than what's like recorded. But I think that's kind of a special thing to have. Like, yes, this is the recorded, everything's super intentional and intricate, and then when we play live, we just try as best as we can to like be entertaining and put on a show.
Also,
But-
just gives you it gives people a reason to come to the show. It doesn't sound
totally.
exactly the same,
Yeah.
and also it just gives
Yeah.
that even better memory right there.
Yeah, I love when artists do that.
Core
man.
memory
It's-
unlocked, baby.
No, straight up, man. It's awesome. But we're kind of like a 4-piece, 5-piece just rock band with just like 3 guitars, a bass, and a drum kit, and we just freaking rip as hard as we can whenever we get the opportunity to. I've kind of like over the past year or so, I've started to write a lot more of like really intentionally like pretty stuff, and like really tried to work a lot on like my lyricism. But we love to frickin' just jam out and like no one's watching. Yeah, it's super fun. I'm really lucky to have a lot of those guys.
Right,
Yeah, they're
you
great.
just look over in mid
No,
set and just
pretty much. Yeah, just
So-
yeah, we're going.
Just always having a good time.
Yeah.
That's,
that
that's the
telepathy
important
that you
part.
grow.
No, seriously, the chemistry we all got is something I take for granted so often, because like whether we're, like shout out Henry, shout out Nolan,
Henry,
shout out Carson,
Nolan,
shout out Matt,
Carson,
dude.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Shout out Matt,
dude.
bro.
Matt's the boy. Matt's he's awesome. He's helped me co-produce a lot of the new record that I'll be putting out at some point soon. We're getting the final masters this week, so it'll be very soon. But yeah, he's great. He's like someone I'm just blown away by. He's incredibly talented. He's so good at what he does. He's just a good dude. All the guys I get to play with are just great guys, and it's just very special. And I don't ever want it to end. It's awesome.
And so
Yeah.
off of that, for having the first EP being everything you wrote and did the core pieces of that, is how has that changed for the one that's coming out? Is there a lot more co-writing in that process? Is it just you that kind of handles the lyrics?
No, I mean, with this record, I took a lot of the stuff to Matt. Matt Herrera is his full name, his government name. Might be Matthew, I don't know. But no, him and I like just very much evenly 50-50 produced this whole album. It's got like 10 songs. And a lot of it was just like, hey, Matt, I have this demo that sounds like crap, but I really think it could be really special. So it was just like sending it back and forth or getting in the same room and kind of just swapping ideas out. And it's like, I don't know, like the past EP I put out, now that time's gone on, and this is probably just the curse of being an artist. It's just like, I hate it. It's like, I listen to it back, I'm like, but it's kind of just like this cycle of, it's like you just keep growing as an artist and as a producer or whatever. And so
You hear everything that you would have done differently.
yeah, exactly.
But then you gotta keep in mind, don't ever forget, you go back and listen to it, you're like, damn, I really did that though.
Yeah, no, totally. So it's special because I can see so much of like my own progress, and being able to like figure out how to collaborate effectively with people has been really special.
That's art right there.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just a lot of just back and forth, bouncing off of each other and going from there.
So you telling me you never get demo-itis?
Oh, I get a lot of demo-itis.
I was about to say.
It's so funny. The single we just put out, Something.
Yeah, it's really good, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
80% of it is from the original demo. Like, we tried to like retrack a bunch of stuff. We're like, this
don't
is
feel
not
the
it.
same.
The really crappy guitars
is
that I
that?
recorded in my room this one day they're the ones that are gonna stay. And so, yeah.
Sometimes that's what makes the song, though. You know?
No, totally. Yeah. Been listening to a lot of the Strokes and like just diving into their discography and like their history and how like they got really big off of like, one, their music's great, but it just was recorded in such a way that was like bad, but that's how they got their sound. This is cool. It's really inspiring to know that like there's not really a right way to make something sound good.
Never.
Yeah. This is cool.
Never. No, yeah, and especially with like computers and whatnot. It was
Oh,
just messing around and tinkering with just like sound design. It's one of the best things to ever do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can kill like 5 hours doing that real
Yeah,
easy.
straight up, dude. Yeah.
Way more than 5 hours.
We'll be right back after these messages. You know that one record you're trying to find on vinyl from your favorite artist, you just can't find it. Have you ever checked out Black Noise? It's in the heart. It is the heart of Bellingham's music scene. Founded by the one and only Nico Sanchez. They've got all sorts of indie gems handpicked by Nico himself. Jazz, punk, you name it. Swing by for some good vibes and whatever album you're trying to find. 1312 Bay Street, Deppin. Binary Recording Studio is a versatile space designed to cater to all music genres. And when I say all, I mean all. If you're into jazz, rock, hip-hop, or anything in between, Binary is equipped to bring your music to life. With the expert engineering and the best setup, my boy Bob, he can capture the essence of whatever you are wanting to create and bring it, just to reality. From there, book your session today, unleash your creativity at Binary Recording Studio. But for real, my boy Bob, he will not disappoint. And welcome back. So it sounds like there's gonna be a big difference. You said you are looking to get more concentrated on the lyricism as well as like soft, colorful, I guess. What are some influences or what are some things that are kind of driving this?
Man,
mindset?
that's such a hard question because I listen to so much music and
It can be what you listen to or what you experience in like anything.
I think a lot of it is just like all of these songs. I can go back to the time that I wrote each and every one of them, and it's right after something in my life like heavy, whether it was super happy or sad or whatever it may be, like happened. And I've kind of like figured out that like I write my best stuff so fast, and like I kind of have to be.
You don't overthinking it.
No,
it just flows
there.
out.
Like something I wrote in probably 10 minutes. All these other songs that like I'm super proud of happened so quick. I think the one that took the longest was So Soon, which was the first single I put out for this album.
Ironic.
Yeah, I know. Very. But
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna interrupt you now.
no, interrupt me.
Let's get some details, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What was the moment, or was that for something then?
Something. it was I remember writing in my room, and kind of just like I wrote it about feeling like someone very close in my life felt like they weren't telling me the whole picture about something, and it was kind of just this this feeling of like there's something wrong, and I don't want to have to like unpack all this trauma and unpack all this X, Y, or Z. And it's just these thoughts in the back of my head, and that's why the hook is so repetitive. I think you're up to something a million times.
I love it though.
There's something in the back of my head that I just want to express that I have noticed, but
you want the clarity, but you don't want to go through.
You don't want to go through everything, yeah, and that comes with it after being confrontational. That's something I freaking.
When's the last time you experienced that personally?
Oh man.
Sorry.
No, that's what's up. Last time I experienced that personally, I don't know. I think just like anytime I've had any sort of inconvenience with any of my friends or whatnot, but I've gotten a lot better at being confrontational in like a way that's like, hey, I trust you, you trust me. Let me bring this up to you, and like no one's feelings need to get hurt. And so
instead of letting it,
yeah,
thinking about what isn't being out.
The imagination is wild.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, it's freaking bonkers. But
so I got the song out now. Now I gotta confront people more.
Yeah,
You gotta stay and tell us all that shit.
Hey, dude, you look funny. No, I would never say that to anybody, but
Hey, no, you look funny,
You
and
look
I
funny.
think
I think there's something
going
you're not
on.
telling me.
yeah.
What am I missing?
Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, nothing like crazy. At least recently, where I've been like, there's something going on here.
Yeah.
Something's fishy. So it's a new album. Is it going to be more based off of, is it kind of like surrounding a specific time of your life, or is it kind of going to be based off of like,
Everything.
like a whole picture?
Yeah, it's mostly just been like, I mean, I just turned 23.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Wait, what? It's like just a couple days ago.
Yeah, it was the 7th.
That's right. I saw that. Yeah, happy belated, bro. My bad.
Thank you. No, it's all good. I appreciate it.
We didn't even bring you a balloon. What
okay.
kind of hosts are we?
No, it's okay. But I don't know, the past 3 years or so of just like getting out of high school and trying to like really like figure out how the heck am I supposed to be an adult has been so tricky and scary and difficult. And there's been so many like questions of like,
you let me know.
yeah,
What seems to be the
seriously.
easiest part about being an adult?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm asking. What's both of you guys?
Oh, what
What
is?
do you feel is the easiest part about being an adult? Because everybody always talks about how hard it is. What's the easiest part about being?
I
That's a
gotta play
great
up
question.
and play. I gotta stay up as late as I want, and I can play
Yeah.
video games as long as I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
And I did watch this thing on today that Lunchables has a lot of lead in it, but otherwise I can buy Lunchables because parents want you to not eat those,
Yeah.
so I get to buy whatever I want.
I mean,
Yeah.
the pizza one sucked anyway. So
No,
Yeah.
not that one. It's cracker and cheese one, okay?
Yeah,
but those
those are
also
good.
have like 73% lead, so
yeah, probably that thick
Wow.
ass ham.
yeah,
That's terrifying.
Absolutely. So
I had a lot of Lunchables as a kid. That's terrifying.
see, but it was a great part of adulthood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this the Capri Sun's safe though, right?
I'm not even looking into it. I'm still gonna drink Capri Sun.
Yeah. I mean, that's a staple right there.
That's a one sip drink.
Yeah, dude.
It is.
Straight up, dude.
But in my adulthood, I like being able
Yeah.
to take my sips.
Dude, easiest thing about being an adult, probably just like, the lack of like, I don't know. My parents were pretty strict growing up, and so it's been nice to have a little more freedom in that regard. But I'm also kind of thankful my parents were a little strict because I have a little clarity
Discipline.
on,
You got some discipline in you.
which I'm really thankful for. But yeah, I mean,
free will's great, but
yeah.
then also free will's the hardest
free
part.
wills, yeah. When you
about
make
to
no
say,
mistakes, it sucks. Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta learn that way.
yeah, totally.
Okay, so that sounds like they're not on like the strict level where parents are too strict. As soon as like somebody gets out of that, they just start going ballistic.
Not necessarily ballistic. I mean, it was just a lot of just like, yeah. I mean, I love my parents, by the way. They're great. I love them.
No, this is
love
yeah.
this.
No, they just, I mean, I was their oldest child. I'm the freaking guinea pig.
Oh, you're the
and so-
you're the favorite.
Yeah.
No, the youngest
Yeah.
is the favorite. You were the
Yeah.
guinea pig, but you are low key the favorite. I'm a middle child, so
that'd be sick.
no one cares.
Yeah, middle child.
Yeah, my older brother, he
Give
got in all the
her-
trouble, and now as we're older, love him.
Yeah.
Younger sister, favorite the whole time. Me, I was just there. I didn't really get in trouble. If I did, it was like not too big.
Chris's
Yeah.
mom is watching this. We all know he's
Yeah.
your favorite.
Shout out Chris's mom.
We love you, Mom.
But no, they're great. I mean, they just like were very strict. I don't really know how to explain it. Like,
They just kept you right.
yeah, clean your room, do your homework. Like,
That's not even strict, bro. That's
yeah.
just
I'm
being
trying
a
to
good
like
parent.
think of. I know. I'm trying to think of like a way to describe it. Like, it was always just like, yeah.
Keep you on track. Keep you
Yeah, it was very
disciplined.
much like they kept me on the right path and they showed me how to do things and why the heck I shouldn't do certain things. And now that I'm a lot older, they're like, all right, we'll let you cook now.
Yeah, let them cook.
Yeah.
Let 'em
So
cook.
it's been nice. But yeah.
Okay, so with that, staying on the right track, when you're creating all these different masterpieces, are you very good at like intentionally saying, okay, no, this is gonna go here, this is gonna go here, or do you make a bunch and like kind of it falls together, or you shuffle it all one day and you're like, wait, hold on, this is a run. How does it work for you?
That's a I don't
Because I know
know.
it can change every time.
Yeah, it's definitely different a lot of the time. A lot of the time, it's just music first. Like I make something in my room, come with a bunch of like, I don't know, a guitar riff or something, and then I'll be like, hey, how the frick do I make something make sense? And it's a lot of just mumbling, and then I'll usually mumble something that I'm like, that's really good, and then kind of just the hardest part is lyrics for me. It's coming up with everything that matches that sort of concept or whatever I end up like landing on. But yeah, it's different every time. I mean, nowadays I'll just write a lot in my phone, and I don't know, if I get a chance by myself, I'll just try and like play guitar and just mumble whatever is like I've written. And sometimes I'll land on something great, and sometimes it's just like, we're gonna leave that in the notes app. But,
We'll come back to it later.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, it's kind of just all over the place.
And so when everything's put together and you have the full song ideas, do you already have kind of the story that the whole EP is trying to tell? Like, do you kind of know what the first song's going to be to the
I
end
see.
song? Or is it kind of even like the same way that you're writing it? Is it just kind of how you mumble it and jumble it all together, and then it just kind of comes into the story you want it to be?
I think with this batch of songs, there were probably like 4 or 5 that I wrote that were like, these all fit together. And then another like 4 or 5 that I wrote after that, I tried to like make fit the other one, so it kind of felt more cohesive. But at first I was just writing just because it was just fun. And I didn't worry about it making sense or not, or it being the best it can be or not. I was just like,
Just making it.
yeah, just making it. And a lot of what I've learned is just like, I don't know, when you're able to just be as honest as you possibly can and not worry about anybody else's opinion, especially with writing or creating, that's like when the best stuff comes out. And then it's terrifying to like actually release it.
Yep.
So
Some people always analyze those certain things.
yeah.
Why did he write this order? Why
Yep.
was it this? And
Yeah.
you're just doing.
doing it.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. This whole record's like very much so just like growing up in my early 20s, not knowing what's going
You have a name
on.
for it yet?
Half full. Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. This is a world premiere.
Yeah. But no, it's called Half Full. It's kind of this weird take on like optimism, being like half full, half empty. You know, there's a song that inspired that song, which I wanted to make the song Half Full that'll be on it, the title track. There's a song by Jeffrey Lewis called Seattle, funny enough. And there's a lyric in his song that's like glass half empty, half or something, half full of nothingness. And I was like, half full of nothingness is a crazy concept, and it is like a really beautifully like humorous way to go about optimism. I was like, I feel like that's how I just feel as like a person trying to figure out where they're
day
at.
in, day out.
Yeah. And so that's kind of where I picked all these songs and where I put them in track order and how they sound and all the emotions that they convey is just like, this is just me growing up and this is where I'm at. So yeah.
I love that.
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Excited to freaking
I'm
get it out.
excited for all of it, bro.
Thanks, man.
Speaking of being excited for, so we don't have a date of when the album's gonna be out, but we do have a couple of dates that you're gonna be performing.
Yeah.
That there, I feel like could at least be like a 50-50 chance.
Hit that plug. Hit
You-
that
you
plug,
get to
bro.
hear it.
Plug yourself.
So I heard there's a show on June 25th.
There is.
Where's that show gonna be?
I believe that one's at the High Dive.
It is.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
in Seattle.
Yeah.
So everyone, get your shoes ready if you're in Seattle.
Get your
But then
shoes
you
ready.
also have July 21st.
Yes.
It looks like you're opening for Orange. Sorry, I need my glasses.
Comfort.
No, you're good. Orange Comfort, yes.
Where
Yes,
at?
yes, yes. I think it's the high dive again.
Yes, it is.
Shout out the high dive, man.
We got a high dive regular over here.
We're gonna bring some floaties. We're gonna freaking do the
He's
whole
the type
thing.
that walks in, the bartender says the usual.
What's your usual? I'm very curious.
Me?
Yeah.
Beer.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
or tequila pineapple.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, he's a Rainier guy.
Yeah. I'm a
No
big
free.
Rainier guy
We're
too.
not sponsored, so.
No, okay,
Yeah.
so it's just like any kind of pilsner. I used to drink the IPA. It's way too heavy sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I like a good one, but I like
Yeah.
my light beers just so
Yeah.
you can kind of just
Yep.
keep sipping.
Yep.
Shot tequila,
Yeah.
Espolón in particular.
All right. Yeah.
What you go to?
Yeah,
I'm
what's
a
yours?
big rum guy, just to
I
rum and
knew it.
coke, dude.
I knew it.
Yeah, it's great. But
On the rocks.
that's so funny. Every time I travel and I'm like, I go to a bar or whatnot with some friends, I'm just like, a Rainier would be so good because it just doesn't compare to any of these
It's
other
like
light
it's just like
beers.
$2 to $3 too. That's
I
awesome.
know. But no, I
Yeah.
freaking love a nice Rainier.
See, this is us trying to get the sponsorship.
Rainier Beer, if you'd like to sponsor a 23-year-old guy who's putting out music, I can be that guy.
And if you don't want that, we got a podcast.
Yeah. shout out to Leslie Melling.
Also, let's say shout out to the Cabin for being the 9th. I think
Oh, yeah,
they
they-
landed 9th in the state of Washington for selling Rainiers.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Go
Shout
Bellingham.
out them. True Rainier
Bellingham loves
drinkers.
Rainier.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages. We'd like to give a special thanks to Lost Giant Cider Company, always providing us with our cider beverages and the best of the cider beverages. Visit Lost Giant's Tap Room in the heart of Bellingham at 1200 Meter Avenue in the Haskell Business Center. It's just down the street from Lakeway Fred Meyer. Menace Brewing, located in the Fountain District, is where flavor is unleashed. It serves as a local hub of craft beer and community. Recognized as the neighborhood's premier soccer hangout, you know I love me some soccer. Menace Brewing isn't just a brewery, it's the go-to spot for sports action and local engagement. Visitors can catch the game, connect with fellow fans, and immerse themselves in the heart of the spirited community. Menace Brewing invites everyone to join them, where every visit feels like coming home. Experience Menace Brewing in Bellingham today. And welcome back. So I got a question because I stalked your Instagram.
Hell yeah.
What's your favorite snack?
Dots pretzels. Let me tell you, dude. They have been the death of me. I'm probably going to have so many freaking intestinal problems because of these freaking pretzels, dude. I love them, dude. I cannot get enough of them. For my birthday.
Is there a particular flavor, just the original? Or
Oh,
like,
dude, they're all freaking awesome. I'm a big
What's the
sucker
top?
for the OG original
Okay,
ones,
yeah,
but
that's what I...
dude, for my birthday, my little sister got me all 4 flavors in a bag.
Oh,
And then
you-
I ended up getting more from other friends, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have like a year's supply."
See, that's
of
how you
Dots in
know
my
it's
room.
your favorite snack is when people start
Oh, yeah.
buying.
The people
it
that
for
love you, the people
Yeah.
that hold you close, they know exactly
Yeah.
what you wanted.
Love me some Dots.
You need someone to write you a
Do
jingle
you
for
do
the
any kind of dipping, or you just keep it straight up?
Oh my gosh,
He's like,
I knew it.
we got to dip. We got to
How we
dip.
dipping? How we dipping?
We dipping with some Nutella.
ooh.
Just like, so instead of getting that little 3-fold, try to just get the whole jar, bro, and you good to
Oh,
go.
dude, I'm hitting it. Jar, little spoon action. Then you dip the spoon in the little bag. You got to get the snack size bag. Goes insane. But
So then it all sticks around the Nutella.
oh yeah. But oh my gosh, the calories. Not okay.
Play a show. You're
Yeah,
good to
you
go.
gotta play a show, going to
Sweat
run
it out.
something after.
This isn't a healthy snack, but
Yeah.
it's a delicious
It's
snack.
so good. Yeah.
Heard it here first, folks. Dots, pretzels, and Nutella. If you haven't been on the wave, what you been
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Also, that's Morgan's mom's like favorite
Yeah,
snack.
it's
They're so good.
anywhere we go, she's got a bag of
I had it
dots
for
Yeah.
my first time when we were in Montana, like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for Thanksgiving.
I didn't even know what it was.
They go
Anytime
crazy.
we go on a road trip, she's like, gotta get my dots. And then she'll introduce people to dots, and then they want to keep eating her bag. And she's like, okay, so now she buys 2 bags to show you, because then you're going to eat them
Yeah,
all. She's like, no,
that's
this
the way
is
to go.
my bag.
That's the way to go. Love that.
What are your thoughts?
What are my
What are your thoughts on J. Cole apologizing for dissing
Oh,
Kendrick?
I don't know too much about it other than like, I actually know. I saw he apologized in front of a ton of people.
At his,
Yeah, it was
say,
like
at
on
his festival.
stage.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
his
yeah.
festival.
Oh, yeah. That's what it
Man, I think it's interesting. I don't necessarily have an opinion on it, I guess, but
I thought it was weird.
yeah,
I think it was a very quick ceasefire.
yeah.
I would see
The
fire
Kendrick
too.
track is sick.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It's not even his track, bro. He just popped on it.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know.
I feel like an interesting time, place to do it. You know.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I feel like maybe Instagram story that one, but
Apology video with tears. You know,
Yeah,
for J.
like,
Cole. That'd be
do
crazy.
like a more influencer style, but
Yes.
like on stage.
Yes.
I feel like that's killing your own vibe.
No, that's humility. That's just showing he's trying to be like, hey,
Yeah.
nah, I talked to him on the phone yesterday.
Yeah.
I know, I get
Then the
that.
internet took went left, and that was crazy.
I get that, but I just mean, I don't know.
J.
Ooh.
Cole. I love J. Cole.
What's the last tour that got announced? Like you were like you're from one of your favorite bands or favorite artists.
Oh, man.
It
And then
wasn't
you went
sold
to go.
out.
That wasn't sold out.
No, that was sold out because as soon as you went to buy tickets, it was sold. And you was like, damn.
Oh man. I think Adrienne Lenker is she sold out at the Paramount, I think pretty soon, before I was able to snag a ticket. But
Bullshit.
yeah.
For things like that, make a second day.
Yes. Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't, thankfully, thank God, I haven't ran into that. Like, I don't think ever.
What's the last couple shows you've been to? Like you.
Oh, dude, I saw Group Love. They were
Oh
crazy.
no, Group Love's dope.
Yeah, they were awesome.
They're gonna be a Bonnaroo.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're freaking sick. I saw Bristol Maroney both nights he was here. The Neptune, that was crazy. Who did I see? I feel like I go to a bunch of shows. This band, Lily with Two Eyes, they played at Madame Lou's. Blew me away. They're so like very much like a heavier, harder, almost like surf, but not really surf rock.
Okay.
I don't really know how to describe it. It's like very,
I'm gonna look
like Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Kind of like them.
Okay.
They're sick. They're
right.
super sick. Yeah. But
We're gonna add that to the list.
yeah. Otherwise, it's just going to a bunch of my homie shows and just hanging.
Facts.
Yeah.
The homies always got some show.
No, seriously.
Shit, go ahead and shout out like 3 folks right now. Go ahead and shout them out right now to the camera.
Shout out the Broody Brothers. I actually didn't go to their show recently, but I really wanted to.
I really wanted to.
I ended up flying out of town to visit my little brother who's stationed up in Kentucky. He's in the Army.
Okay.
But
Dang,
Yeah.
Kentucky, rap.
I know. It's
I lived
far.
in Missouri for 4 years. That one that
Yeah.
fun. Same Fort Leonard Wood, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's where he was. He did a bunch of basic training.
Yeah.
But no, they're freaking great. Who else could I freaking shout out? Public Theater. I freaking love Public Theater.
Yeah, they're fire.
They're great. I'm actually playing bass for them currently.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Surprise. Yeah. Well, at least as of April 9th, 2024.
Oh, so we got the exclusive down on that one.
Yeah, we played a show at Madame Lou's was the first one, and that was freaking awesome. We're playing at Elcor Zone. We're opening for Dead Poets Society.
Oh, hell
Should
yeah.
be
What?
Super sweet. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. But I'm just playing bass. It'll be fun. They're
You're
great.
just playing. I'm still.
Well,
I'm just on.
it's still
I'm
fun.
just in this band
Yeah.
opening.
I've never like played bass like that before. And so it's been a challenge, but it's been fun. I've kind of just like wanted to just fill as much time as I can with just writing, hanging out with people and playing music. So it's been a good time.
That's awesome. A new music side quest for you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
dope.
We'd love to
It's
see
been
it. Because, I mean, everybody's supposed to be in like 5 bands anyways. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a mandatory thing now.
Totally. It's a good time.
All right. So I guess before we part ways today,
Yeah.
is there any last words, any last thing you want to give to the people? Any piece of advice? What's one piece of advice that you can
One
give to the
piece of
people?
advice. No one's got their crap figured out. No matter how uncomfortable you feel or how it seems like everybody else has got it figured out better than y'all, no one does. No one knows what they're doing. So if you feel lost, scared, nervous, or slightly unamused, it's normal and it's okay.
So you was talking to me on that, bro.
Yeah.
So let me add you real quick. For
You
real
said
though,
hit the ad at Chrvns.
that was a really good
doing
one.
okay,
That was a good one to
That was
end
a
this
perfect
on.
send off. I mean, at this time, shout out our sponsors. Shout out Bob, Binary Bob, one time.
Yeah, shout out the gang.
Shout out the gang. Thank you for being here, Justin.
man.
This was phenomenal.
It was great. It was a good time.
Let's go have some Ruffles and Rainier.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll the credits.
Hey, y'all have a wonderful day out there. Stay beautiful. Stay warm.
Thanks again for tuning in to Shut Up and Listen. For more captivating content, including videos, articles, and everything music related, visit our website at shutupbeham.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever you get your podcast and join the conversation by following us at Shut Up and Listen Beham on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Shut Up and Listen is proudly produced by Rocket Soul and Binary Recording Studio. Stay tuned for more fantastic episodes.